This is a bit better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Swaledale in the sunshine. Where's this then, John?
Swaledale.
Healaugh is the name of the village.
It's a Thursday, 5th of April today. I had my hair cut today.
I can see that. It's a nice one, isn't
Yes.
it? Jackie. It's the first time I've met Jackie. I had to go in. Right, shall we head off then on our stroll? Lovely place. We were looking at a house here for ages, one of these ones behind you. We were thinking about maybe going there when we were living in Maidenhead. Never happened in the end though. What would you thought about living here, John?
Yes. Yes.
Bit remote for Mum though. Suddenly gone busy on the main road, so time for us to head off up the small lane. Only the odd car going through, but up this way, don't suppose we'll see anything.
No.
This is High Bridge over Barney Beck. There's the water rushing down to meet the swale. Park Hall. This is a gated road. It does actually say please shut the gates, but it was open already. These houses are called Hilltop, appropriately. Although it's a slight exaggeration because that's Hilltop back there. We're still going up a bit. Nearly Hilltop wouldn't have sounded so good though, would it? Alright John, you had a nice break for a minute or two. Want to carry on now?
Yeah.
That scar over there is called Cringley Bottom. In a minute or two we'll be joining up with the road that runs between Swaledale and Arkengarthdale. What do we see on that road, eh John?
All creatures great and small.
The water splash, yeah, that's right, from the introductory titles of All Creatures Great and Small. You going to sing for us today?
We will do when I get there.
It sure has rained a lot recently. It's just a small one, the whole field's flooded. You see how flooded it was on the way here, John? Oh. The old smelting mill. It evidently used to be a hive of industry out here in former years. Well, I knew it did actually up here. A lot of lead mining. Clearly they needed a smelting mill. That's the same watercourse that we were looking at earlier when we began the walk, but up here it's called Morley Gate or Old Gang Beck. And now we've got a short hike over the tops to reach the water splash. Sun's been glorious all day, but it's just started to cloud up now, last half an hour or so.
La 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 la.
It's one of the few times where I'd actually like a car to come along and we can see it go through. Splash. Ah, here's the car. Well, I'm glad we got to see that, eh? The car going through.
Yeah.
This bit above the water splash is called Fore Gill Gate, and this is where we're leaving the road for today. Heading back through that gateway there and across the moors on the tracks now. This is the better way to go, as long as it isn't boggy, eh?
Yes.
Ah. Red grouse. Only another couple of miles, or not much more, and we'll be back at Healaugh. I'm afraid there are going to be one or two boggy bits on the way back. We just have to go round in the heather. Wee, watch where you go.
Yeah.
Some holes under there.
Yeah.
And you haven't even got any socks on today.
No.
These are nicer paths to walk on really. They look wet, but they're not too bad, are they? Well, John doesn't really have the right footwear today. No socks and just some sand shoes. There's Johnny over there in the distance. I can hear him swearing away. Not quite as bad as it was 3 years ago on this day, I'm sure, but he's having his traumas again. What do you think of these boggy bits then, John?
Very boggy.
They are at the moment. Good leap there. Whew. Burke Park on the right. Our route up took us past that on the far side though, a couple of hours ago. Don't know what John's doing over there. He seems to have found some socks in his pocket and he's now putting them on. Have you got your socks on now?
I can get them back on.
Lots of grouse about today. Seen them, heard them. Great view, isn't it? Wow. Johnny on his way down. Hooray, here he comes.
Yeah, fell over a couple of times.
Oh dear. Oh, are you alright though?
Thank you.
It adds to the adventure, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Nearly there now then. I found a little spring bubbling up from underground. I'm running all the way down. Is that a thatched building here in the Dales? It is. It's more moss than thatch now though. A steep lane down past Daggerstone's Wood. It'll be nice to come back here in the summer when all these trees are in leaf. Healaugh. Oh, you look cosy there. Watching the golf.
Yes.
The Masters. Oof. Did you enjoy that walk?
Yes, thank you.
It's a nice outing, wasn't it?
Yes.
Good day.
Well, it was nice to have a pleasant day for our walk today. There haven't been too many good ones so far this spring, have there?
No.
It's been quite cold and cloudy, but it was pleasant today, quite mild early on. It was a bit chilly by the time we got back to the car, but very different from yesterday when I went up to Skeeby Grange. It was chucking it down with icy rain, so a slight difference for one day. And it's nice also not to just do that Skeeby Grange walk, because we've done that quite a few times recently, haven't we? How many times? Twice? Or we went up to the A1. When was that, John? We went up to the A1.
Sunday.
And another couple of times I was up there yesterday, as I say, so it's nice to do a different walk.